You know what's really fun when you're grieving? Hormones. To be a human, to be in a physical body and grieving and dealing with unpredictable hormones. Oh my God. And in those moments when I actually catch it, I really have to use my breath. And the effort of conscious and deliberate thought is huge because it catches you off guard and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Seriously. And it really activates that power of light, where you're like, okay, bring it on. I'm going to own my light right now because this is a game changer if I let it get the best of me. So lately, I'm kind of trying to access that amazing healing power of light that can change a moment instantly, when you can catch it anyway. So but it's true, the healing power of your light and your heart being the translator can really like level it off. And in in so much so where if you can grab your moment of now and stay in your now, regardless of whether it's a tidal wave of hormones or of grief, insecurity, fear, jealousy, doubt, whatever human experiences and thoughts and fear-based anything, whatever it is that can grab you, if you can just be like, okay, I'm in my moment of now, I'm a now warrior, and I am going to own and bring in my light. You can shift anything. It's very powerful. And so much so that if you can harness that light, bring it into your heart space, and then be able to translate through your heart, through your voice, and to stay in that now, it's very powerful. And it really is shifting and perspective changing. And sometimes like you can't feel it. You don't feel that power because you're being taken down by whatever human experience it might be. But to center yourself and bring yourself in out of control moments into your now space and bring in your light is the most powerful thing you can do for self healing, your grief, your struggles, and even your physical being. Because with the change of thought and energy, your body is reactive to it all. So if you're really holding on to the powerful dark side of grief or your fear based anything, I do, for example, I do have a lot of kind of self doubt. Can I, do that? Or it's usually my fear based stuff is self driven. And when I look into the outside world, I can feel different compassions for other people versus, the harshness that I experience with myself. But that light space and grabbing that now moment and shifting, because honestly, we only have now. And then a now turns into another now, and then another now, and then you're in your future in a now moment. So if you're focusing just on that moment, all the other things that we do will happen, schedules and things like that. But your now moment isn't a calendar, it's your emotional space in the moment that you're standing in it. It isn't your calendar, oh, here I am now. So if you can harness that now, you can change it all and create a different future in the sense of your energy and your grief walk. And, it always goes back to that we will all be grieving at some point in our lives. And it doesn't matter the age, so many things are happening in the world today to the younger generations, the older generations, and everyone in between. So the power of now and the power of light and the power of light healing is for everyone. And we all have it and we all can own it. And recognizing, even the pains in your body. Oh my God. Like over the last year, not only do I struggle with the female hormonal system in my body and my grief, but my grief has kicked my ass physically so huge, so much so that I'm literally healing from 5 herniated discs. And I'm like, well, how did, I mean, I get it, I'm a photographer, but like, seriously, how did that happen? And I realized, like, that's the compression of grief. So the body does keep track of where your emotional space is at, which makes bringing in that light so much more powerful and so much more healing when you've manifested being literally squished in your body because of your grief. So I am wrestling with that patience and that breath work to slow down enough and to really center myself to be in that moment of healing and powerful light, and to own my light for me and for all of those around me. And that's, we are so powerful. And to speak from my heart, to really speak from that depth of my soul, even just to myself, so that I can shift the roller coaster of the human body and harness my power and that connection that I have with the universe. So own your light and speak from your heart. Grief beats.